Stroll Toyota, leading the way every day. And Stroll Toyota, symbols of trust.
A new marine aquarium export business is recruiting help on Guam. A help wanted ad was posted on scubaboard.com last week by a man named Don Baker, asking for experienced divers and fish collectors to email him. PNC contacted Baker to find out more about his business plans, and he responded saying that he would forward our request to the owners. While we weren't able to talk with anyone from Guam Tropical Marine Aquarium today, we did talk with the Guam Department of Agriculture to find out more about the aquarium export business, how it's regulated, and whether this particular business is permitted.
Generally, aquarium fish collecting is not a particularly lucrative business, and so if it's somebody who's relying on this as their sole source of income, we like to really make sure that they're going to do things correctly. It can happen. It's happened in the past where people are damaging coral or using illegal methods to collect aquarium fish or not reporting the fish they're exporting to avoid taxes or for financial reasons.
According to fisheries biologist Brent Tibbetts, fish collectors must obtain permits from the government of Guam, and the Department of Agriculture requires collectors to keep logs of what they catch and where their fish are caught. Tibbetts says shipments are also inspected before they can be exported. Currently, there are 2 permitted fish collectors on island, and according to Tibbetts, the business posted on Scuba Board is not one of them, as he wasn't aware of the business until today.
We have permits for 2 out right now. I'm only aware of one that's active. One has not been collecting for several months, and they have been turning in their monthly catch logs. We do see where they're catching and what they're catching, and they haven't exported yet. But when they export, we will be inspecting the permit and the facility, or we will be inspecting the animals and the facility before they're exported, and they have to be approved by us before it can be exported.
So what can be taken from the sea? Tibbetts says most aquarium collectors are interested in small, colorful fish like butterfly fish, angelfish, and wrasse. But while there aren't many restrictions on fish, Guam law does not allow for the export of invertebrates.
So that would include things like coral, shrimp, crabs, lobsters, clams, nothing of that type. Only fish can be exported commercially. And of fish, we do have a couple species that we don't allow. The local name for one, a tangisan, is not permitted to be exported commercially from Guam right now.
While the Guam Tropical Marine Aquarium doesn't appear to be permitted by GovGuam yet, Tibbetts says if all the paperwork is ready, a permit can be issued in as little as a day's time.
If they have everything here, it can be done in a day. It might take a few days, and then there is a monthly reporting. You have to report monthly what you catch, and your permit is good for 6 months, and then it has to be renewed, and renewal is contingent on having met all the requirements in the 6 months previous. If you weren't, then it wouldn't be renewed again.
Betsy Brown, PNC News.